Good morning, ladies. So Chair Tip Thursday today is going to be a little bit of Deskercise. This is for those of you that have office jobs or work from home but are at a desk all day, just trying to loosen up that upper body, open up that chest, and release those traps. So you can do all of these sitting or standing, which is good, but we'll start with the tricep stretch. So normally this is one of the stretches that we'll do after class. Feel free to kind of lean back and into it, but you want to feel that deep stretch right in the back of your arm. You're going to hold that for 15 to 30 seconds. Switch sides, do it again. Again, you're going to hold 15 to 30 seconds, and you want to do that 3 times through. The next one we have is an overhead reach. So it's like a side bend, so support your hand with your hand. You're going to side reach over. This is just the first one that's just gonna get this main part of your lat open up. Then we can also tilt back a little bit, and that's gonna get a little bit more into the front of that rib cage. And then we can also tip down and get that back part into that side part of your lower back. So again, we have your side bend, and again, you want about 15 to 30 seconds per side. So we got side bend first. You can tilt it back. Again, that's going to open up the rib cage. Come back to that center position. Tilt it down. That's going to get the back part of the rib cage and the low back. And again, you're going to want to hold and make sure you're really breathing through your belly on all of these. Then we've got arm pulls. So we've got your forward arm pull where you're rounding out those shoulders. We have your top one. This one's going to be where your shoulders do come up a bit. You're really reaching and stretching out through those armpits. And then we have that pull back that's going to open up that chest where your shoulder blades are going to be squeezed together. Again, 15 to 30 seconds for all of these 3 rounds. We got your torso rotation. So that's going to be, sitting either crisscross applesauce in your chair, whatever it is. Making sure we're staying upright though. We're not going to torso twist rounded. So we're upright, our core is engaged. We're protecting the back while we are adding in those twists. If you want to, you can look over that back shoulder. It just kind of depends, again, on that mobility that you have. 30-second holds each side, 3 rounds. Then we have neck circles. So making sure we're doing the full range of motion with those. If there's a spot that feels achy, just hang out there for a second. We want to make sure we're going all the way down, around, all the way back, and just making sure we're keeping those shoulders relaxed the entire time. I would recommend doing about 5 on each side, alternating sides. That'll give you about a minute-ish of just neck circles because you do want them to be very slow so we're not causing any damage. Then we've got some neck and trap stretches, so you'll see me do these in class where I have my hand on for extra weight, my ears to my shoulder. I'm stretching out this part of my trap and of my neck. If you want a little bit of extra, you can turn your chin down towards your armpit. That's just gonna bring it a little bit deeper. And then always make sure you're coming back to ear to shoulder and then back to center. Switching sides on the same thing. Again, ear to shoulder first. And then if you want that deeper stretch, you're gonna turn that chin down towards your armpit. And again, feeling it all here in the back and in the front of that neck and that trap. And again, same thing, whatever way you're holding, 15 to 30 seconds, 3 rounds, including ear to shoulder and chin. And then the last one here is something you can do in the middle of the day or at the end of the day if you're just constantly forward and you have a foam roller, like a really big one, that you can have from your head to your tailbone glued. What you are going to do is pretend I have a foam roller under me, but what you're gonna do from there is have your palms facing you. You're just gonna open up to the side and let your spine and your spine rest and set into the foam roller. Your shoulder blades are gonna kind of go on the outsides and you're just gonna have that chest open up. Main thing here is making sure you're keeping your palms up toward the ceiling. Again, if I had my foam roller inside, this would be a little bit better. But it will give you almost like an elevated, kind of like one of these type of elevated chest stretch. And you can also just do a chest stretch too as well if you have a wall or a chair or something like that that you can go on and kind of twist to the side to really get into your chest to loosen it up. So those are just kind of a few ways to kind of help open up and relax. They're just things you can do in the middle of the day, randomly throughout your day, especially again if you're sitting at a desk. It is important to remember to roll those shoulders back and down, all that fun stuff to keep your shoulder health